started with our straight line contour drawing. Okay, let's start. There's our curved line cross contour drawing, and we're going to turn the page, and here we are with our straight line cross contour drawing. Okay, so I'm going to start off with doing that 1/2 inch border again. So we're going to take our ruler, and remember 1/2 inch from the edge. Your measurements always start where the white line starts. They don't start at the edge of your ruler on this particular ruler. They'll start with your measurements, which is that white line right there. And then from here to here is 1 inch. So from here to here is 1/2 inch. From here to here is 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter what number you put the edge of your paper on. What matters is that you go from the inch mark to the 1/2 inch mark. So I could even go from the 2 inch mark over and make a mark at 1/2 inch. Okay, you really want to have your lines go straight up and down so that they run along the same path as your 1/2 inch. Come over here and do the same thing, 1/2 inch. All right, we'll come over to this other edge. You can go over to the one this time, 1/2 inch. And then 1/2 inch. Now we're going to line our lines up. Get a hold of that crazy ruler. Get that nice straight edge. And draw your perfectly level line. Whoops, mine's not perfect. That's okay, that little 1/8 of an inch isn't going to make that much of a difference. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so now we're going to go 1/2 inch from the bottom. And here you can see that my paper is lined up with this first measurement mark. So I'm going to come in 1/2 inch. And then come in 1/2 inch again. Draw that line. Okay, so there's our bottom measurement. And then the top of this is kind of hard to measure because we have this little extra bit. Okay, so what we can do is just push that paper back a little bit. There we go. Let's see. The paper measurement is 8.5 inches. Okay, so we're going to take this measurement to 8 inches and make a mark. Over here to 8 inches and make a mark. And then line it up. Draw our line. Let me double check this measurement here. Okay. Draw a line. And there's your perfect border. So what you can do is spend a little time to erase your edges. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is, right now this box is 4.5 inches, and I think on our last boxes we made them 3 inches tall. Let's see what we can do because our measurements might be slightly different. So this is 7.5 inches. So we're going to make this box 3.5 inches tall. So we're going to line our first measurement over to 3.5 inches. Make a mark at 3.5. Okay, come over here. You're going to make your mark at 3.5. Draw your line. This space right here is going to be 1/2 inch. So now you're going to make another mark, line that up. Come over to 1/2 inch, make a mark. Come over here to 1/2 inch, make your mark. Line up your ruler. Draw your line. Okay, so then now we've got 2 boxes and they're both 3.5 from here to here is 3.5 inches. That's 1, 2, 3.5 by 4.5 inches. So we'll erase this area. Shaking the table a little bit, I'm getting a little carried away. Okay, so right now you've got, these boxes are a little bit smaller. These are the curved cross contour, and you can actually write up here, we'll write curved. Curved cross contour, number 1 and number 2. And these are our straight cross contour. This is number 3 and number 4. Okay, so what you're definitely not gonna do is use this ruler. We're not gonna use the ruler for our drawing. You only use your ruler for your measurements. The important thing is to go slow. You wanna not make any T's. You don't want to scribble or go fast. So the first thing you're gonna do is draw a straight line. All right, so we're ready for our second line. And the straight one is a little bit harder to have control. So some of the lines you can try and make perfectly parallel. And this one's nice because you can lift your pencil up for this one. You can bring them in where they're closer together and touch. You can like almost trace over, but try not to cross over. You can make them wider. Okay, you can bring them in but not touch. That one's not perfectly straight, so I'm gonna do something a little sneaky there, and I made an actual curve or a bend. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so now my lines have variation, but I'm gonna try and have some consistency. I'm gonna try and have them repeat with slight variations. So we're giving it rhythm by repeating. Oops. So I'm trying to give it a little bit of variation in here. Keep it going. You can have fun, you can sing. Here's where it gets a little complicated. So on this one, I'm just going to bring it in like this. Now on this one, what we can do is just continue it like that. All right, here we go. You see how this line almost starts to move? Like it has visual movement. And that's what repetition does, is it gives your art visual movement. It gives it rhythm. Okay. So I'm going to continue this on the other side. I'm not crossing over. Maybe I'll start to give it a little bit of more variation in some areas. Looks like, see how I almost accidentally made a bend there? Let's make that deliberate. Just to give it some changes here. Not too much, just a little. Do you see me erasing? No. No erasing. Let's turn it into a spider. All right. Okay, so we're done with that drawing. If we need to go in and clean it up a little bit, okay? So just where you accidentally came outside of the edges, you want to clean that up so it has nice craftsmanship. And that's our number 3 drawing. Okay, we're going to start with our 4th drawing down here. And the important thing for this 4th drawing is I want you to look at this. Look at your previous drawing and say, I really like the way I made something look like it comes out and goes whiter and gets darker, but I don't really like the way I did this. So find something you don't like and something you do. When you're down here, repeat what you like and leave out the stuff that you don't like. That's how you get better. Okay, here we go. So this one I think with this one, I want to have more variations. That's one crazy line. Okay, here we go. Notice I'm not using a ruler. Hand-eye coordination in art is just like hand-eye coordination in a sport. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. And you train your eyes to look for certain things, like where your pencil is going, not where your pencil is. Some lines are better than others. That's okay.